Extradition is the legal process by which another country requests the surrender of a person in the UK, either to face trial or serve a sentence abroad. Simply put, a fugitive cannot escape justice just by crossing borders. However, countries have a right to regulate their own borders. The process starts when an extradition request is made, the format and requirements of which vary depending on the categorization of the country issuing the request. All extradition cases start at Westminster Magistrates Court. If you are arrested in connection with an extradition request, you will be brought before the court, often very quickly. At your first hearing, you'll be asked whether you consent to extradition. This is a crucial decision. If you do so, your consent is ordinarily final and irrevocable and results in the loss of appeal rights against the decision. If you do not consent, the case proceeds to a contested hearing, where the court will decide whether extradition should be ordered. At Duncan Lewis Solicitors, we specialise in challenging extradition requests, and there are a number of legal grounds on which they can be opposed. We will assess whether the request is legally valid. This involves technical legal analysis of the content and structure of the request. If the request fails to meet required standards, it will not be successful. We will examine whether any statutory bars to extradition apply. These include oppression due to physical or mental ill health, the passage of time or undue delay, the rule against double jeopardy, absence of prosecution decision, extraneous considerations, a request issued for the purpose of prosecuting or punishing you due to your race, religion, nationality, gender, sexual orientation, or political opinions, or that the request will result in you being prejudiced at trial or restricted in your liberty by reason of the same. We also frequently challenge extradition on human rights grounds, including Article 3, the prohibition of torture and inhuman or degrading treatment; Article 4, the prohibition of slavery and forced labour; Article 5, your right to liberty and security of the person, prohibition of arbitrary detention; Article 6, your right to a fair trial; Article 8, whether extradition has a proportionate impact on your family and private life. Extradition law is constantly evolving. Success often depends on up-to-date information about prison conditions, judicial independence, and political risk in the requesting country. At Duncan Lewis, we keep our finger on the pulse. Our dedicated extradition lawyers have successfully resisted requests from jurisdictions across the globe. We provide clear, expert guidance from the moment you're arrested through to the final decision. To speak to one of our specialists, call 033 3772 0409 or visit duncanlewis.co.uk. We're here to fight for your rights.